Hi, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your September 1st to the 15th, 2023 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out more than you guys will ever know, so thank you so very much for doing so. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. And if you're interested in a private reading, private personalized meditation, or an animal healing, that link to daneharttarot.com will also be in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Excuse me, I have a bit of a cold, so do bear with me. So let's see what Spirit wants us to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is the Lover's reverse. Now, this is Gemini energy reversed. Gemini energy reverse can be somebody who's two-faced. So do be mindful about that. Do be mindful of somebody who's also very erratic, can't stick with one thing, has no follow through. It's very much the negative side of a Gemini. That's what we're describing here. But this can also be when lust takes over. Lust takes over passion. Passion becomes lust or becomes, very darkly driven. So just be aware of this during this time. It's not a bad energy, but it's not a good energy. Two-faced energy, it's manipulative energy. It is somebody who just follows lust, and a good time can very much be abusing substances. Just be very aware of that. And it can be energy that we could be pulled into or tempted by. So just be aware. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. So the energy Spirit wants us to be aware of. This is breathe, reverse, and this is relax. So we need to embrace relaxing, which we're going to do much more easily than breathing, which sounds funny to say because breathing is natural. But breathe, being connected with our breath and meditating, relaxing through breath work, through breathing deeply into our lungs, filling up all of our lungs, exhaling fully, is going to be something that is highly beneficial to us during this time. That ability to relax by focusing on the breath is going to be very powerful, very good, and very beneficial to us. And it's going to be something that we don't think of doing. We can also get stressed and hold our breath, or just find that we're breathing very shallowly and need to take time just to focus on our breath. Breathing deeply, nourishing fully our body through our breath is going to be so important. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Oh, goodness. Okay, so this one here. It's funny. I saw this card while I was shuffling Justice. So if you're born on the cusp with Libra, or you have a lot of Libra in your chart, that comes through very, very powerfully. And I thought, oh, that'll be funny if it shows up for Scorpio. And it wound up. So that's cool. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. So we're starting off with Justice. Now, Justice here is 11. Now, is Justice always 11? sometimes justice and strength are reversed. I don't know in which deck I have them reversed. I don't know why. I just thought 11 and 8 are coming forward, and that's the one where justice and strength can be reversed with. So just be aware of that. I don't know why that's coming forward so strongly here. I never even think of that. So here with justice, strong Libra energy, but strong needing things to be in balance, needing things to be in harmony, just naturally in harmony without you having to look, without you having to see things. It's going to be going off a feeling. And Scorpio, this is where you excel, to go off a feeling, to say what is just, what is fair, what is balanced, where do I need to be, is going to be one of the things that you are really embracing during this time. And it's going to seem like your superpower. You're able to assess the situation through feeling, through instinct, through, a balancing of the scales and the balancing of yourself. You're cutting through a lot of doubts and fears and negativity. You're seeing, and why I do air quotes with seeing, is you're seeing, but not with your eyes, but with your intuitive self, your psychic self is really coming forward during this time. And for a lot of water sign energies, which are, Cancer and Scorpio and Pisces, you're embracing this instinct, this feeling, this connection in such a profound way. And Scorpio, you always have that power. That's why people kind of feel off put by you. That's why people, when they describe Scorpios, they'll be like the most misunderstood sign or one of the most misunderstood signs. It's because you have a lot of secrets around you. But that's because you walk in the spirit world as well as the waking world. You see what others just can't see. And even when you try to describe it, they don't get it. That's going to be a part of your balance, your justice, your instinct, your ideas that you are really connecting with and moving forward with. With the 10 of Wands, you are seeing everything that you've been carrying, everything that you've been working towards and working on. And you're going to really be looking at, okay, what's important? What's important here? Where do I need to shine? What do I need to let go of? You cannot carry anybody else's weight for them. And that is going to be a very important thing during this time. It's not letting people flounder. It's not cutting off our responsibilities, but it is saying that we come to the realization with adult people that I cannot change your choices, make different choices for you. I cannot carry your burden and move things in the direction that I want them to go for you to have a better life, okay, or to ease your load. And this is going to be a big thing that is a realization during this time. Like, we're putting down other people's burdens instead of picking up, because we have a tendency during this time to want to pick up every burden, every, intensity and put it on our shoulders, And Spirit's like, no. Now it's time to say, what do I need to nourish me, to take care of me, and to excel in my desires, my wants, my needs, and myself. So we're also coming to the completion of a cycle passionately during this time. With the 3 of Pentacles reversed, it's kind of like too many cooks, right? Everybody coming in and looking at the soup and adding just a little bit of salt. Salt is fantastic, spice to be used, makes things taste better. Too much salt, it ruins it all. And so that's what we're seeing here. Like, too many people coming in and just adding too much salt is what I'm seeing. So just be aware of that. There is also a sense that there's a windfall coming in. There's prosperity, bounty, abundance coming forward. And we're not going to be seeing it because we're going to be too busy or too intensely listening to somebody else and not connecting with ourselves. So that's going to be a big thing during this time, looking at what we want, what we need, where we need to be for us, not what others expect of us or want of us or are demanding of us during this time. Now, we're also having a bit of difficulty with masculine energy. It can be with the sacred masculine aspect of ourselves. And for that, we can do a little meditation where we just kind of like breathe out and we say, sacred masculine, come to me, bring me your blessings, and see how our body responds. Are we open to the blessings of the sacred masculine, or do we hesitate? Do we pull ourselves back? We could do the same thing with the sacred feminine. What energy are we more comfortable with? Here, this is having a bit of difficulty with a patriarchy in our lives, or a patriarch in our lives. So a father, a husband, a boss. It's going to be somebody of authority or who has power. And there's going to be a bit of a conflict coming forward. And there's a sense here of, I've lost my voice. I've lost my voice. And I'm not crowning myself with my own authority, my own blessings, my own desires. So that's going to be something very big that comes forward, Scorpio, for us. How do I embrace my voice? How do I embrace my throat chakra, my crown chakra? How do I let myself move forward in what I want for life? And how do I be more authoritative? You know how some people can just easily say, this is what I want. This is where I'm going. No, I don't want this. Yes, I do want this type of thing. And other people are a little bit more hesitant, a little, not as ready to hurt somebody's feelings by saying no. That's like me. I'm always so like, oh, let's just keep the peace, keep it copacetic, keep everything nice and even and calm. And we want to keep things balanced, but not at the expense of ourselves. So that's going to be something that's very important here, embracing our voice. But our voice, our throat chakra, also leads us to our life path. So it doesn't mean that if we can't speak, right? It doesn't mean that we're not embracing our throat chakra. It's being able to communicate however we are able to communicate and move forward in our voice of creativity, of passion, of desire, of what we want on this earth. And that we have to be just a little bit more pushy with that. Like we have to be a little bit more quote unquote masculine energy with moving ourselves forward in prosperity and success, because we're having new doors open to us. We're having ourselves be able to move forward in a very powerful, beautiful, prosperous, abundant way. It's like, okay, ships are coming in, blessings are coming in, the happily ever after is coming forward. Let us move forward. Let us move in blessings. Let us move in bounty. And that is going to be something that we're absolutely taking the reins of during this time. But if we are so burdened down by everybody else's problems, if we have trouble speaking for ourselves and, have everybody else telling us what we want to do, we're not going to see the blessings that are coming our way. We're not going to see the prosperity that's leading us forward. We're going to be like, oh no, I missed it because I was doing everything for everybody else. And this isn't telling us to be just selfish and egotistical and narcissistic. No, it is saying to us, hey, you matter. Remember that. Don't be so selfless that you give away all your blessings. The repeat of the number 3, divinity is with us. And I love how we have 11 counting down to 10, coming forward. So 3 and then 4, again, that progression. And the 4 is being in the body, being in the self is going to be so important here, and embracing our power, because we've kind of lost track of our voice and what we desire. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Queen of Pentacles reversed. This is somebody who puts on airs, who really thinks they're, I was going to say something, but that's not nice. Who really thinks they're all that. They manipulate the heart. They play off of angers and fears of other people. And this is going to be a person that we have to be mindful of. Now, this could be an earth sign energy, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. But this is going to be somebody who's just manipulative and very much uses money or power or what we value as much as money as kind of like the carrot to dangle in front of our face and say, well, this is what I want. And if you do what I want, you'll get that reward. So just be aware of that. Our subconscious spirit message here is compassion. Moving forward in compassion for ourselves, for what we desire within our world, for what we love, for the earth in general is just such a big deal. To embrace our hearts and to say, I embrace and I'm open up to compassion, and showing compassion for ourselves, and then letting that compassion that we show for ourselves radiate out to be the compassion that we show for others. This is going to be a time, Scorpio, where it's kind of a tricky lesson. It's one of balance and harmony, compassion, love, embracing our own greatness, but also standing up for ourselves and knowing what we're worth and saying, this is what I desire and this is what I want and this is how I'm moving forward. So it can almost feel like we're in contradiction with ourselves, and yet we're not. We're in this beautiful power dynamic forward, this beautiful energy leading us towards our goals. Our subconscious tarot message is the Magician reverse. Now, this can lead to, again, substances that we need to be mindful of, right? Just with kind of like the Lover's reverse, which is lust, coming forward. And with the Magician, it's also not seeing our gifts, our passions, our powers, what we want. It's not standing before the altar of our existence and saying, this is who I am, this is what I want, this is what I desire, and this is what I'm going after. So do be aware of this during this time, that subconsciously we're discrediting ourselves in one way or another. And Spirit's like, why? Why aren't you seeing your greatness, Scorpio? Step up to the plate for you. Believe in you. Because if you don't believe in you, why the hell will anybody else? We have people in this world who, aren't that great, but they just tell you, I'm great. And people are like, yeah, you are. And then we have people who are really great and they don't make a peep about it. And people just pass them by. Toot your own horn a little bit. Again, it's not narcissistic. It's not egotistical. It's not, anything like that. But it's simply saying, I'm worth it. And stand before the altar of your existence and say, I'm worth it. because subconsciously we're discrediting ourselves in one way or another. All right. All right, Scorpio. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Scorpio. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.